Bon bon bon! Hello everyone, and welcome to Tokyo Tokimeki Channel. I'm Dr. Tokimeki, your passionate guide to all things vintage and exciting. Here on Tokyo Tokimeki Channel, we explore that special feeling we call Tokimeki. It's the rush of excitement you get when you discover something new and fascinating, when your heart beats faster, and you just can't wait to dive deeper. Today, we're diving into the world of Japanese vintage cameras, treasures that have captured the hearts of collectors around the globe. By the end of this video, you might find yourself itching to get your hands on one. And if you're thinking, how can I ever find these hidden gems in Japan? Don't worry! That's exactly what I'm here for. Feel free to reach out anytime, and I'll help you track down the vintage camera of your dreams. Alright! Let's jump into what makes Japanese vintage cameras so special in the first place. Shall we? In this modern era of digital photography, one might wonder, why go back to film cameras? Well, it's that magical feeling when you load your film, wind the lever, and hear the distinct shutter click. It's a tangible connection to photography's roots. Plus, Japan's camera industry soared during the post-war era, with brands like Canon, Nikon, and Minolta dominating the global market. Each camera model has its own story. Some were beloved by war photojournalists, others by fashion photographers. So why do overseas collectors go crazy for these vintage beauties? Partly it's the quality. Japanese precision engineering is legendary. But it's also about the thrill of discovery. Many of these cameras were mass-produced decades ago, yet remain in excellent condition, hidden in local shops or collectors' attics. Before we dive deeper into specific camera models, let's have a little fun. I've got a quiz for you, something to test your knowledge and spark that Tokimeki within you. Now that we've explored why vintage cameras offer that special Tokimeki through their analog charm, rich history, and the thrill of finding hidden gems, it's time for a quick quiz to test your camera knowledge. I promise it won't be too hard, but it'll definitely get your heart pumping just like any good Tokimeki should. So, here's our question. Which legendary Japanese SLR camera is credited with introducing a built-in microprocessor and pioneering automatic exposure for everyday photographers? I. Nikon F2B, Canon AE-1C, Minolta X700. Take a moment to think about it, and we'll reveal the answer in just a few seconds. I can almost hear your gears turning, just like when you advance the film on a classic camera. Don't worry if you're stuck. I'll give you a hint. It was a major hit in the late 1970s. Alright, time's up! The correct answer is B. Canon AE-1. Launched in 1976, it famously introduced a microprocessor-controlled shutter system that opened the door to effortless automatic exposure for countless photographers. For many enthusiasts, this was the gateway into serious photography. Even today, the AE-1 is adored for its reliability and sleek design. Feeling any Tokimeki yet? Now that you've aced this first quiz, let's dive into some specific cameras that overseas collectors can't stop talking about. You might just find your next obsession. Alright, let's dive into two classic cameras that overseas collectors just can't get enough of. Ready to discover your next treasure? First up, the Canon AE-1, introduced in 1976. Often hailed as the world's first fully-fledged SLR with a built-in microprocessor, it revolutionized automatic exposure for everyday photographers. Price-wise, a body alone might run you around 10,000 yen to 20,000 yen, roughly $70 to $150, and a kit with a standard lens could go for 20,000 yen to 30,000 yen, about $150 to $220 if you're lucky. Its lightweight design and reliable shutter make it a perfect gateway into the world of film cameras. For many collectors, this is where the Tokimeki begins. Next, let's talk about the legendary Nikon F2, introduced in 1971. Beloved by professional photojournalists, it earned a reputation for being almost indestructible, hence the nickname Tank. A decent body might cost 30,000 yen to 50,000 yen, about $220 to $370, while rare finders or limited editions can push the price above 70,000 yen, over $500. It's not cheap, but the sense of ownership is unbeatable. If you're after that authentic, professional feel, the Nikon F2 is a classic you won't regret picking up. Just be prepared for some serious collector's competition. Now that we've seen two iconic models, how about another quiz to test your vintage camera knowledge? There's a bit of history behind these masterpieces that might surprise you. Ready for another question to fuel your Tokimeki? This time, let's dig a bit deeper into the fascinating history of these vintage wonders. Question time! Which famous nickname was given to the Nikon F2 by photographers, thanks to its incredible durability? I, Samurai B, Tank C, Dragon. Take a moment to guess, and we'll reveal the answer in just a few seconds. Alright, time's up! The correct answer is B, Tank! Because it can withstand so much wear and tear, photographers joked that it was nearly indestructible, much like a tank. Talk about impressive engineering! Now that we've unraveled a bit more of the Nikon F2's legacy, let's wrap up this journey through vintage camera lore and talk about how you can get your hands on one without having to roam Tokyo's backstreets all by yourself. So, we've introduced the Canon AE-1 and the Nikon F2, explored their histories, and even tested your knowledge. Feeling the Tokimeki yet? Both these cameras are highly sought after by collectors worldwide, and each offers a unique experience, from the lightweight convenience of the AE-1 to the rugged reliability of the F2. Whichever route you choose, you'll be stepping into a world of analog magic. Now, if you're thinking, I absolutely need one of these in my life, I'm here to help. Whether it's the Canon AE-1, Nikon F2, or another hidden gem you have your heart set on, just reach out to me. I'll search high and low across Tokyo's camera shops, auctions, and flea markets to find your dream camera. Just check the video description below for my contact details. Shoot me a message, let me know what you're looking for, and we'll make it happen. We'll be exploring more vintage camera gems and quirky lenses in upcoming videos, so make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a like if you enjoyed it. Thank you for sharing this Tokimeki with me today. Until next time, keep chasing that Tokimeki. Bon bon bon!